Hello everyone. Yesterday's lecture, I solved one problem on a series of concentrated loads when this loads moving from left to right. Today we'll see if the loads move from right to left. Okay, so take this problem. Determine the maximum shear developed at section X at a distance 4 meter from support A of a simply supported beam AB of 10 meters span when a series of concentrated load move across a span from right to left. This is the loading diagram. It's given. So there are five wheel loads and it is moving from right to left. So now it is moving from right to left. So this is your first load. Leading load is now this 6 kilonewton. So again I have drawn here a separate diagram. That is W1, this is 6 kilonewton, W2 is 10, and W3 is again 10 kilonewton, and W4 is 8, and W5 is 6 kilo Newton. Okay, so first we have to find which load you have to place at the section. So for that you have to use the formula summation of WA divided by L minus W1. So consider first load, that is first leading load 6 kilo Newton. W1 is 6 kilo Newton. Okay, then summation of W, what is that? Summation of 6, that means 6 plus 10 plus 10 plus 8 plus 6, summation of all the loads, so that is equal to 40. Next, span is here it is mentioned 10 meters span. And what is W1? W1 is you considered the load, that one, so that is 6 kilonewton. So substitute in this equation, you get 2. So it is not possible because it is a positive value. Go to the next load, W2. What is that? That is 10 kilonewton. So summation of W is 40 into B. B means now this is your load 10 kilonewton. So this is the B. You have to consider the corresponding to that load. Okay, so that is 1, and then L is span length, and W1 is what the load you consider, that is 10 kilonewton here. So you get negative. So in the second trial only you got the negative value. So this is the load you have to consider. It has to be placed at the section. So this is possible because change in shear sign, that is first value was positive and next one is negative. So place now 10 kilonewton W2 at the section to get maximum shear force. So that draw the diagram. Simply supported beam AB of span 10 meter. Okay, this span is of 10 meter. Then section is located at a distance of 4 meter from the support A. So section is at a distance of 4 meter from support A, and so total it is 10 minus 4. So this XB it is 6 meter. Next, you have to find these ordinate values. Once if you get, just multiply this load with the ordinate value, you get maximum shear force. So all of you know now, I think, how to calculate or how to find these ordinate values. So first consider left portion AX, means unit load is now in between A and X. So shear force at X is now, unit load is here. I consider this portion, that is minus RB, right side upward negative. So minus RB, so that is equal to minus Y divided by L. Next find at different points. First point is at A. What is Y? Y is equal to 0. So VA is equal to 0. Next point is at C. So total this is 4. This is given already 2. So this is 2. So Y is equal to 2. So substitute, you get minus 0.2. Next at X, Y is equal to 4. So you get minus 0.4. Next, go to the right portion, that is XB. So means unit load is now in between X and B. So consider shear force at X. Which side? This side I consider. So shear force at X is RA, left side upward plus RA is equal to L minus Y divided by L. So next find at different points. First point is at X, so Y is equal to 4. If you substitute in this equation, you get Vx is zero point 0.6. Next at D, Y is equal to 5. 4 plus 1, 5. So fine. Then at E, what is Y? Y is equal to 4 plus 1, 5, plus 2, 6, 7. Next at F, this distance, that is 9. So you get is equal to zero point 0.1. Next at B, full distance, y is equal to 10. If you substitute in this, you get 0. Then points, mark the points here, that is for left portion. At C it is at A0 minus 0.2, minus 0.4. Next at X, again if you consider right portion, X it is plus 0.6, then 0.5, zero point 0.5, then 0.3, 0.3, then 0.1. At F, 0.1. So draw the line. So this is ILD for shear force. Once if you get this, you can easily find what is maximum positive shear force and what is maximum negative shear force. So for the positive shear force, you have to, all the loads are common except at the section. So for the positive shear force, you have to consider only positive value. For the negative shear force, you have to consider only the negative value. Other things are same. So let us find now what is maximum positive shear force. That is 6 into minus 0.2 plus 10 into plus 0.6 and 10 into plus 0.6, then again 10 into 0.5 plus 8 into 0.3 plus 6 into 0.1. That gives positive shear force. Next, negative shear force. What is that? 6 into minus 0.2 plus 10 into minus 0.4 plus 10 into 0.5 plus 8 into 0.3 plus 6 into 0.1. So you get negative shear force. So in this way you can find what is positive shear force and negative shear force. Okay, so just I will conclude now. So first, when there are a series of load, first you have to select which load you have to place at the section. Okay, for that you have to use the formula summation of WA divided by L minus W1. Then the process has to be repeated till the sign of change in shear at the section from positive to negative. Once if you get that, place that load at the section. Okay, then find ILD values, draw ILD diagram, and take the, then after that positive shear force is just multiply that load with the ordinate value. So all the ordinate values are same except at the section. For the positive shear force, you have to consider positive value. For the negative shear force, you have to consider negative value. Okay, thank you.